Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I just want to talk about whether it's possible to grow your app business or your game studio without spending any money on marketing. A little bit about myself. I've spent the last couple years growing my small indie game studio to over $100,000 in revenue, and I'm still growing it every month. So I did all of this without spending any money in marketing. And the three main things which I believed helped me get traction were number one was ASO, number two was cross promotion, and number three was email marketing. So the first one's pretty obvious. ASO, it stands for App Store Optimization, and this is basically your biggest friend when you have $0 to spend on marketing. Basically what ASO is, it allows your app to become more visible in the App Store, and in return getting a lot of organic downloads. So I'm not going to actually go into a big discussion about ASO because there's tons of videos on the basics of ASO and even more advanced ones. I mean, that's basically how I learned. There's a guy, YouTuber called Steve P. Young. He's got great content, especially with regards to marketing your app or your game on a small budget. And he also has great content on ASO. So yeah, like basically you want your app to show up for relative keywords. So when someone goes to the App Store and they search a term that's related to your app, ideally you want to be showing in the first 8 results. That'll pretty much guarantee you that you can start gaining some organic traction that way. The second thing I did was I cross-promoted within my games. So I have a portfolio of about 8 or 9 games, and bearing in mind when you apply ASO best practices to them, it's just like Apple's algorithms always hit and miss. So I mean, you could find that one of your games starts getting a lot of visibility in the App Store and the others kind of are pretty much invisible. So what you want to do is you want to capitalize on the one that is getting seen the most, and you want to filter that traffic into your other apps or games. This is a good strategy, especially if you want to build up a specific type of audience. And yeah, it works really well because what happens is the app that maybe is getting the most downloads for you, maybe it doesn't have the best retention. And instead of just losing all those users, what you can do is, yeah, you can filter them into your other apps or games, and then you'll start seeing a little bit more traction. You'll be able to retain those users a lot better because, like I said, the apps that aren't so visible, they could have really good retention rates, but the problem is you're not getting any traffic. So it's a good strategy to just direct them into those other games or apps. And how I do this is basically I created a website where which I would link in my games. So I'll just have a small button where it says more games. Once they click on that, it'll take them to the website so they can check out the other games. And which brings me to the third way I've been able to grow my games business is through email marketing. It's not really talked about that much for some reason, which is quite strange because if you look at other online businesses, I mean, it's like the bread and butter, collecting email addresses. It should be like the number one thing, because when it's quite expensive if you ever do go down the route to acquire a user. If you want to go through paid user acquisition, I mean, for USA traffic you can pay anywhere between $2 and $5. So you don't want to actually lose that person who downloads your game. What you want to do is, ideally you want to be able to collect their email address, and when you update your app, You can always let them know new features, get them interested again. It's also very important not to spam people once you do get the email addresses. The only thing I use it for is for new releases, new game releases, and major updates. So I think people appreciate that a lot more than if you do spam them. That's one way to never get your email opened. So yeah, those are the 3 main ways I've been able to grow my games business, and it's actually put me in a spot where soon I will be able to spend a good amount of money on user acquisition and be able to take my game studio to the next level. But if you're just starting out and you don't have any money for marketing, these are great ways that you can actually start building traction. So yeah, try it out. ASO, cross promotion, and also email marketing. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's quite a quick one today. Hope you guys are doing good. If you do like this content, please like and subscribe. Then you'll be notified when I do make more videos, which will hopefully be more in the future. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.